Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and we are ready to move on to the lightning-based signature arcanas. I don't know why that escaped my brain, but I think before we move on to that, I want to show you guys a very interesting... I'm going to go with a movement-based build, which means we're using the soccer cleats because just about everything we have is going to be movement-based. And why am I doing this? Two reasons. One, I feel like it. Two, and more importantly, I think it's good to have just a little bit of downtime in between. Sorry, I just had something to eat, and as per usual, it affects me in funny ways. But I just think it's a really good idea in between elements to have just a little moment just to relax and just have a fun build. And the whole idea here is going to be just that. So let's go ahead and put something together. So I want to use Blazing Volt, and I was thinking about Tectonic Drill, but I want to see if there's anything else that would work well, and I can automatically tell you Hammer of Atlas would work well. Those are interesting options, and we'll of course be getting to those in the coming days. That's also movement, that's nice. Alright, so there's a few movement options in air, but I'm not a big fan of any of them. How about that? That's a good one. Eh. Alright, so once again we land on Hammer of Atlas, as it's got some very unique points going for it. And then of course we have to go with Ice Dagger when you're talking about movement-based stuff. The whole idea of this build is to just be zipping and zapping around everywhere, kind of like a drunken spider monkey. Or rather, a spider monkey on crack, which is a far more apt description. And, oh, we're doing piano today. Haven't done that in a while. So before we get into things, I want to say that I'm happy to have you all here and, you know, ever so interested in my work. Like, I know I don't get a ton of views, but I know the views that I do get are from people who really enjoy this game and the content that comes with it. And I'm really hoping that some of our feedback about Wizard of Legend 2 ends up making it the best game that it can be. Because you know I'm going to be playing it. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing what they do with that game. It's one of those things where I never thought one of my favorite roguelites was going to be getting a sequel, and now that it is, I'm really hoping that they do something mighty interesting with it. Alright, ooh, an immediate upgrade to Blazing Volt, but I'm going to wait on that for two reasons. One, we also have Airborne Slam, so more movement. Secondly, and more importantly, is the idea that I want to see if we can... I want to see if we can use that as a donation. We either give it to Nocturne to try to give ourselves something to round out the build with a little bit better. Okay, that's interesting. Or something that we can donate to the good doctor in order to really in order to give ourselves a chance at the Elixir of Might, let's be fair. And we do not get that. And honestly, there's not a whole lot here that I'd be willing to take. The best thing here is the Golden Saber of Envy, and the reason why I don't want that now is because I just won't have... I won't have enough money to upgrade the build on later floors. Like, that is just one thing you don't want to see on an early floor, because now you have to make a choice between bottlenecking your performance or not being able to upgrade the rest of your build very effectively because everything is too expensive. And you can make your own joke about life in America at this point. That go with that description. Nope. Well, actually, no. I can stand to wait until I find the boss room. Alright, so let's go ahead and upgrade Blazing Bolt and buy Airborne Slam. Do you have anything I want outside of good old Thunderstone? This is one of those relics where I look at it and I'm not sure how much I like it. I'm gonna grab it. Alright, let's just keep moving. One of those rare times where I don't take a cursed relic. I don't know if that's going to come back to bite me later or not. I'm going to guess probably not, if I'm being honest. Definitely like this. Everything here is kind of subpar for the build we're going for. But there's Dr. Song. Oh, that wasn't smart. Imagine that, me, Dark Sage Walker, doing something that's not very smart. Ooh, that was not... once again, not smart. Imagine me making mistakes. That never happens. I've never made a mistake in your life. Don't you mean in your life? You know what? Shut up. I told you I don't make mistakes. Okay, so the movement boost for Spell Thief Socks is definitely taking some getting used to. Like, I feel like I'm zipping around maybe a little bit too much. Like, it makes it really awkward to land ice daggers. Like, if that makes sense. Okay, so then if I want to preserve my Airborne Slam, I would need to purchase, like, 3 spells. I just can't do that. I really can't. Ugh. Okay, things on this run are not working out the way I'd like. I will grab that one. By the way, in case you're wondering why I'm making so many stupid moves, first of all, movement-based runs are fun, but they can be hard to work at the best of times. So this is kind of me getting used to the build. Secondly, I've stayed up probably way later than I should trying to beat the final boss of the Elden Ring DLC. And for those of you who don't know who it is because you've been avoiding spoiler content like the plague, I will respect that and not tell you who it is. All I'll tell you is that he's a beefy boy like Atlas here. And no, the DLC isn't that new anymore. We shouldn't have to worry about spoiler content. But I'm still going to respect that not everyone who has Elden Ring has played the game. Or not, the DLC, not the game. And those that have might not have made it all the way to the final boss because, let's be fair, not all of us have all the time in the world to sit and grind the DLC for hours at a time. I've now tried to hit RB to cast that spell like 6 times. I'm just going to change it. But yes, I did end up beating the guy, and I will say I feel pretty good about it, but I stayed up way later than I should have trying to do that. So right now my instincts are tuned to Elden Ring and not necessarily Wizard of Legend. Ooh, that's nice. Goes along nicely with that Assassin's Blade. I might grab the Alchemist Stone, but it's not high up on my list, especially since I think it cancels out the jewelry box. Now, I don't... Which one does it cancel out? Does it cancel out the jewelry box or Jade's... Or Jade's jewel... Or Jade's... What is it? Chakra locket? Or does it cancel out neither one of them? I'm just being a big old dummy. What the hell? Grab that. Can't hurt anything. Okay, so it would seriously only be a critical hit boost to Hammer of Atlas. And I guess that's not a horrible thing, but... And do I want Evading Zephyr? Might as well. Or I said that, but... Well, I said might as well to Evading Zephyr, actually. So, never mind what I was about to say. I'm clearly misinformed of my own stance, actually. Damn it! Oh no, that wasn't gonna work. Oh, we definitely want that. I have no projectiles. Get that out of my face, give me that. Of course, if I had realized that I was going to be picking up the Curse Eater's Mask, I would have grabbed a couple of those other cursed items. Just worked with them, but... You never know what you're gonna get. I mean, even only 3%, I mean, yeah, it's not a lot of damage, but it's not all about damage. Sometimes it's just about critical hit chances. Break that, break that. Okay, this late into the run, yes, now I can afford to take something that will make the shop prices increase. Actually, I think I want to get rid of these because they're just making everything more awkward. Enjoy singing birds. They are here for your benefits. And actually, I think what this build stems from, like the idea, came from, well, one, I do movement builds a lot. But it also stemmed from the idea that I had said that probably one of the best catalysts for movement-based combo builds is actually Blazing Bolt, despite how much I like Seismic Entry. So I think a part of what I was thinking is just me proving my point here. No, I don't want Mystic Monopole. Get it away from me, I can't stand to have it in my sight! Kinda like Brussels sprouts. I know it's like a childish thing to dislike Brussels sprouts, but... ugh. Sorry, but I'm allowed to be childish every now and again. And despite the fact that I carry that over into all the time, I don't care. Oh, that was not smart. That was really not smart. And there you go, Evading Zephyr, making it easier to find a combo window. That's what we call damn good eat. I thought that's what you called the Kentucky Fried Chicken famous bowl. No, I call it the same thing that Patton Oswalt calls it, but I'm not going to because I don't want to get hit with any kind of a lawsuit for making a joke on a YouTube video. Also, I have way too much respect for Patton Oswalt to do that. That's his joke, not mine. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, just look up Patton Oswalt KFC and you're pretty sure to find it. It's one of my favorite stand-up comedy bits, and oh my god, do I absolutely love his wit. Admittedly, I sound like a fanboy right now, and you know what? Just this once I'll accept it. Oh, and this just came to mind, but since I did say that I beat the final boss of the Elden Ring DLC, the obvious question is, how does the difficulty compare to the classic benchmark of Elden Ring difficulty, Malenia? I will say, she's still very difficult, but after facing the final boss of the Elden Ring DLC, she feels way more fair. Like, I was having fun fighting her, but... the DLC final boss? Well, let's just say once he hits Phase 2... In case you're wondering what that was supposed to be, that's the sound of the blood gurgling in my character's throat trying to fight that. Okay, well, I think we can just get rid of this. Raffle ticket has done me no good so far. Which makes me think I should just get rid of it and hold on to something that has an actual effect. But you know, I tried. I tried to get some value out of it, and today just wasn't my lucky day. Hence why I don't play the lottery. Alright, but we now have something very good that I definitely want to take advantage of. Kaboom! Alright, so let's drop over here in the corner the things that we want to keep. I can actually get rid of that. I'll keep that. I'll keep that. Keep, and keep. And yes, I'm not getting rid of much. But I know we have at least 2 things that we can get rid of. And then if we buy that, so we can get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. So that'll give us a 30% bonus. That is not by any stretch of the imagination small. Here we go, and it also makes Curse Eater's Mask even better. Like, there's really just no reason not to pick up the Mimic when you see it. Save for, of course, when you see it very early run and you just don't have anything to sacrifice to it. It might be adorable, but goddammit, pet food's expensive. Alright, don't need to buy anything from Dr. Song right now. Alright, I'm starting to feel much better about this run, and I will just flat out say it, I don't use Evading Zephyr often, but when I do, it definitely feels warranted. Fairy followers! Got 1 fairy from the Nation of Air, 1 fairy from the Nation of Fire. I know Ozai would tell you that those 2 nations can't get along, but I would tell you that Ozai is mistaken. Don't listen to that man's hateful lies. That's the kind of rhetoric that only a hateful dictator would tell you. And expect you to believe. Shouldn't listen to his lies, just like you shouldn't listen to Ondor's lies, and I know only people who like Final Fantasy XII will even understand that reference. And I'm sure the commentary that would go along with that is, Darksage, you talk about a lot of things that I don't understand. How is that any different? And it's not. I mean, the other thing I was making reference to, though, was Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I hope at least a few of you understand that. I mean, that's kind of never stopped being relevant, so if you don't understand Avatar, maybe you're the problem. You ever think about that? Maybe you're the uncultured swine. Alright, nice and easy. Alright, I should be able to land a Blazing Vault before they do anything. In the face. Owie. Evading Zephyr is definitely getting work done. I'm kind of happy that I took it after all. Seems like a wonderful defensive option to take when you have a high movement build like this. Let's wait for the hammer to come back. There we go. Okay, I take that back. Evading Zephyr was probably one of the best decisions I made in the entire run. You know, right up there with deciding to do the run in the first place. Yeah, I'm just that awesome, you guys. But anyway, thanks for joining me on this just fun run. This one was just fun to do. I enjoy movement-based runs just because you're that much harder to pin down. And once you get them to work right, you saw how it turned out after I, worked out the kinks in the build. You're kind of hard to even hit when you do it right. So I'm very happy I got to show that to you guys. Maybe I showed you something that you can try out for yourselves in the near future. Who knows? But as for right now, I just want to say thank you guys very much for coming and spending some of your free time here with me today. I truly do appreciate it. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and you take care, everybody.